The nunchucks are more of an offensive tool to me, rather than stand and wait for a man to attack me. I will chase them with this because it has power, and when I hit, how will they stop me? But if I'm defensive and wait for them, then I'm one step behind. Wrestling is my primary means. It's what came first and it's what I did the longest. Then going to a boxing room for 4 years, and I proceeded that way to train. However, getting into the philosophical aspect of martial arts or ninjutsu or any of the martial arts, being that there's several, I believe Aikido takes the longest to master. Um, However, on the philosophy of certain ones like Chosen Ninja and Master Suzuki, who is negative when he says Bill of Rights towards the Creator. He's negative, but with positive ramifications. And what I mean by this is, he's saying, to put something above you and rules above you and to try and live by those can be difficult. So you have to have a goal where you can achieve it realistically through means and, once again, guidance by doctrines, whether they be the Bible or whether they be another man's philosophy, until you develop your own, of course, by becoming successful in obtaining goals. But the purpose is to either cut the enemy when it comes to martial arts. When it comes to philosophy, it's to make your goals. Therefore, pen and sword in accord, as Musashi would say. This is very important, that one notes that, sure, it's negative when he says Bill of Rights, indictment towards God. People who think, well, God, you're attacking God. However, I don't think so. It's more of a questioning, asking you to search your own soul, and in understanding, the suffering that we good, or people that try to be good, will go through, to almost think it's not worth it to be kind to others. I disagree. Karmic is what it is, and we must be kind to others. The good man will beat the evil man because the evil man is stingy, trying to whatever. The good man trains twice as hard because he's trying to help other people also. So he has to be that much stronger than he himself alone. And in doing so, he's got to be able to relate to other people, which is very important in this world today, where there's a lot of confusion and a lot of misunderstanding. They must know that he is trustable, and they can place their trust in him, and he will guide them to the best of his knowledge. His accomplishments should speak for themselves. Like Master Suzuki, he's very good with his martial arts, as is Chosen Ninja. So these men are it's a very good thing to listen to what they have to say. But please do not make bad comments towards them. If you don't agree with what they say, you don't have to view them, but to make evil comments, you lower yourself to a negative factor that will ultimately consume you in the negative facets of hatred, anger. If these are no good, they won't help you. They may seem to, but they really don't. And I noticed that Master Chosen Ninja, he doesn't have much anger or hatred in his words, but he does have a heart, and it can be hurt. And there's no fair to attack a man that way. That's what I call a coward. If you're going to do that, you might as well go up to the man and face him one-on-one, and then you may change your mind when you see that he's a tough guy. He knows how to fight, as does Master Suzuki. And then you may step back and say, boy, I shouldn't be writing things like that. So please don't attack Master Chosen Ninja that way. That is not the way of a warrior. That is nothing more than cowardness. And we should all know that. Do we really need to be told what is good, what is right or wrong? Don't we know already in our heart? To make others feel good, to make others happy, and not let oneself be hurt, that is a goal worthy of all your efforts, all your energies. It will never go to waste. Angry towards other, evil comments towards either, that's like trash that goes in the wind. It doesn't do you any good. It's not helping you get any further. Kindness and trying to help that other person can only make you stronger, because it takes more of your energy to help others than just to help yourself. So, I've done a little bit of nunchucks, a little bit of this, and a little about that, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things, and I'll show you some more moves, such as I saw Master Chosen Ninja say that, gravity helps his fighting. So, why bother striking high if a man's taller? Well, I'm a short man, and I lived in Japan for a while. I came over here. They were big guys. I was on baseball player, 7th grade. They picked me up on the varsity. Only 7th grader to play varsity. And I must have weighed 80, 76 pounds. So, you know, that tells me a lot about myself. Wrestling, it's weight per weight. There I went to the university level, and the next, you know, of course, is the Olympics. There is no pro wrestling that's real to me, that I can make money from. So I left it to go to the academics and study philosophy, which I feel has done me a world of good. Though people have said, well, how can you make money in philosophy? That isn't the point. The point is my spiritual growth is important. Learning about the world so people could not deceive me became important. Wrestling itself didn't teach me this. It just strengthened my physical form. But my spiritual form, that needed to be strengthened by philosophy, and a good philosophy, by what I call reputable philosophers, was very important. And I feel Master Chosen Ninja, as well as Master Suzuki, have philosophies established. But to understand them, you must, of course, relate and discuss this with them. But to call them names or do that, that is a waste of time. And when you hurt another man emotionally, that karma is going to come back on you someday. Because when you hurt someone emotionally like that, you're susceptible to be getting hurt emotionally like that. Rise above that level. You know, rise above it. And like I said, on the gravity, so I'm a pugilist. When I went in the boxing room, it was to hit bags. And an old man taught me how to box. He said, when you hit upward and roll. That way you block. You protect your face. So you snap. You keep your hands loose. Don't tighten them into a ball right away. Keep them loose. And then the last minute, I cut my finger. So let me go right hand here. When you box, it's a motion upward and you're rolling. Why? To protect. Watch that left hand, of course, but snap it. It's nice, loose. On the outward or inward breath. Out. So you want always combinations. So you move in, and then you back out right away on combinations, okay? And back out. But you never hit one punch and then stop. Never stop moving. Same in wrestling. Stop moving, man's a minute ahead of you. Or a second ahead of you, doesn't matter. Don't stop moving. So thus the conditioning becomes very important. And after the boxing room, I'd hit the basketball courts. Why? Because I was running for oxygen and having to deal with others in a physical manner. Basketball is very physical also, and I loved it. I played 5'10" under. A lot of Asians went to the university I went to. University of Washington, in fact. Very good school. I enjoyed it. And so that's kind of my philosophy, looking at, you know, the different philosophies I've seen out there. What got me started here in talking to people was when I saw that a man had been threatened, called names, and I listened to his philosophy, and I saw a gentleness and a courtesy to others that, you know, it was really astounding. I mean, I don't see anything wrong in what he says or what he does. He's not promoting people to fight each other, to cause trouble, to get themselves in trouble. In fact, he's very good at saying, you know, take responsibility. Pick the right friends. Otherwise, don't use them as an excuse later that my friend and I got into trouble because he did this. Or he's absolutely right. There's nothing wrong at all there. And so, I don't want to take up all your time with all this chitter chatter when probably you want to see more action. Like I said, I haven't gotten back into this for a long time now. I've been kind of busy. But, like I said, when you're hitting, you can't hit upward. It's not against gravity so much. It's pugilism, I call it. Boxing, you know, karate's another thing, and boxing one. When you mix boxing, wrestling together, and kicking, which was important to me, then you have all facets. Close in, hands-on, the distance that the arms can extend to, and then of course the distance that the feet can extend to, you know, with your kicks or whatnot. So there's the importance, is distance. I call it head space timing. When you have those in accordance, all have been in accordance. But remember what Musashi said, sight is weak, perception is deep. So let's not use what we see to mess us up and confuse us. Let's look a little bit deeper into our own selves, until we have our own rules as a guide to the means to getting to the objective of what we would like to accomplish and like to become. And I wish you the best of luck on your journey to life, and may your goal be obtainable. Thank you, and I'll be back.